Welcome to Face Yoga for reducing marionette lines. So marionette lines are these lines that form all the way from the corner of the side of our mouth down to our jawline, creating this fold here. And we get these marionette lines for a couple of reasons. So the first one is we are tense in the lower part of our face. We have this muscle at the corners of our mouth called the Depressor Anguli Oris, and this muscle is responsible for pulling the mouth corners down. So what happens is a lot of times this muscle becomes tense or tight from our daily expressions, the way we sleep, our daily routine, and it's going to pull our mouth corners down. This muscle is connected to our neck muscles as well. So if we have our neck tense and tight, constricting, pulling down, our face muscles are going to pull down with it. The second reason is we don't have the strengthening in our cheeks to lift them upwards. So our cheeks are sagging and the lower part of the face is pulling down. So we're releasing tension here and then lifting the middle parts of the face up so that we're going to really reduce and release these marionette lines. Let's jump right into it.
We're going to start by releasing the tension out of the Depressor Anguli Oris muscle. So take your index fingers and place them on your jawline, moving up towards the corners of your mouth. We want to apply medium to firm pressure here as we are working the muscle layer, not the skin. So keep moving up from the jawline all the way up to the mouth corners, really releasing any stress and tension in that Depressor Anguli Oris muscle. Let's do a couple more together here. And when you're ready, we're going to release, and then we're going to use our knuckles to do the same thing. We're just making mini circles with our knuckles to release all of the pressure and stress out of this area. So this should feel really good, especially if this area is normally tight for you. We're making mini circles going outwards, starting at the jawline and just moving up to the mouth corners. This is going to really help to release a lot of the tension in this area. You may feel some soreness or stagnations in this area, but that just means that you definitely need to be massaging this. We want to release all the tightness from this area. So when you're ready, go ahead and release. Next, we're going to go ahead and stretch the neck and the lower jaw area, and we're going to do this by placing our hand on the opposite side of our face right next to our ear. Take the other hand, place it on the shoulder, and we're going to gently stretch our head to this side so that our ear is coming towards our shoulder. Look up, and you want to pucker your lips up to a 45-degree angle towards the elbow of your lifted hand. You can notice here how the stretch in your neck is really prominent, and you're really feeling a stretch all the way from your neck and all the way on the lower part of the jaw where the Depressor Anguli Oris is. So we're really just taking this side neck stretch and adding the element of sending the lips all the way up at a 45-degree angle so that we're really stretching the whole lower part of the jaw here. Go ahead and release, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So placing your hand next to your ear on the other side of the face, gently letting your head fall, looking up, and then sending our lips at a 45-degree angle upwards towards our raised elbow. You can notice how the neck is really stretching out here, and then we're sending our lips and our cheek up towards the raised elbow so that we're really stretching that muscle at the lower corner of the mouth. So make sure that you're not straining your neck or pulling too hard. If you feel any pain at all, make sure you release. This should not feel painful. This should just feel like a deep stretch in an area that may have not been stretched or the tension released out of before. Go ahead and release when you're ready, and we're going to move on to long big O. So drop your jaw, create a long and narrow O, wrap your lips around your teeth, and send your cheeks up like you're trying to smile, but the cheeks are being held by the opposite resistance coming from the lips. So we're going to hold here for 30 seconds, just sending the cheeks up towards the sky, really feeling that activation in the cheek muscles. Make sure you're not clenching in the jaw or between the eyebrows here. We really want the activation coming fully from the cheeks. Make sure your O stays as long and narrow as possible, and make sure the lips keep wrapping around the teeth. So don't lose that long and narrow O placement. Breathe into the cheeks here. You can tap your pinkies on the cheeks to get that mind-body connection and really feel where you should be activating and lifting. When you're ready, you can go ahead and release, and we're going to do this 2 more times, holding for 30 seconds. So this time, we'll drop the jaw, create a long and narrow O, and we're going to do a tapping massage here. So just gently tapping along the nasolabial line all the way down the marionette fold to the jawline. So all the way from the base of the nose to the jawline, really covering this whole smile line and marionette line area. So we're getting kind of the double benefit here. We are lifting the cheeks up, holding that long big O, strengthening the cheek muscles, lifting the cheeks up, and then detoxifying the lower part of the face around the smile lines, increasing circulation here, boosting collagen and elastin production, helping to detoxify the area, increase new cell turnover, and really reduce those lines and wrinkles. So keep going here. Make sure the cheeks stay lifted, and when you're ready, you can go ahead and release. We're going to do this one last time, so if you need to blow a couple raspberries here, go ahead and do that. If not, we'll get started with the last long and narrow O. This time we're going to add a bit of a jaw massage. So send those cheeks up towards the sky. Really visualize the cheeks lifting towards the sky against the opposite resistance of the mouth wrapped around the teeth. And with your fingertips, just go ahead and give your jaw a gentle massage, working from the upper part of the jaw all the way down to the jaw line. If any spot feels a little tender, you can linger in there for a bit. We're really releasing any tension, because in addition to the tension in the neck and the Depressor Anguli Oris, if we have a tense and tight jaw, we cause wrinkles around the mouth, below the mouth, the marionette lines, even on the cheeks. So releasing the tension in the jaw helps us release those stress-related expression lines around the mouth. Go ahead and release from the pose when you're ready. We're going to move on to cheek press. So drop your jaw, create a long and narrow O. Place your index and middle finger inside your mouth with the fingertips pressing up against the side of the cheeks. Activate your mouth and cheek muscles here so they're pressing into the fingertips against the resistance of the fingertips pressing out. Make sure you're not stretching your mouth out wide. Your mouth should stay in a long and narrow O here. So our fingers are in line with the corners of our mouth, pressing into the cheeks, really strengthening and toning the cheeks here. Make sure your back and neck are relaxed. We're continuing to breathe here. Always stay with the breath, and make sure you're not carrying any tension in the jaw or in between the eyebrows. If you are, go ahead and let that fade away. So pressing the inside of the cheeks into the fingers here. When you're ready, go ahead and release, and we're going to do this 2 more times. So let's blow a few raspberries here to release the pressure and the stress before doing this again. So placing your index and middle finger into the mouth in line with the mouth corners, pressing the cheeks into the fingertips. Make sure you're sitting up tall, your neck is straight, hug your navel into your spine, and continue to breathe out through your nose here. Really feel that inner cheek wall activate against the resistance of the fingertips. So thumbs can be placed at the base of the nose, right at the nose corners. I like to bring my thumbs a little down in this exercise as to not create the nasolabial folds. So look in the mirror and see what works, and then when you're ready, you can go ahead and release. Let's blow a few raspberries to release any of the tension we may have created in the mouth muscle. And we're going to do the cheek press one last time. So whenever you are ready, drop your jaw, create a long and narrow O, place your hands in position, and remember to breathe here. This exercise is one of my favorite exercises for the marionette lines. It's going to strengthen the buccinator muscle, which is a muscle that really manages the inner wall of the cheeks. So when this muscle loses volume, the cheeks start to sink in, creating hollow cheeks and laugh lines and the marionette lines that run down from the mouth corners to the jaw. So we'll strengthen this muscle and really lift the cheeks up and the lower face up, reversing those marionette lines, jaws, and nasolabial folds. So go ahead and release and blow a few raspberries when you're ready. We want to make sure we release all the tension out of our face when we do these exercises. So it's very important to not skip these steps. Let's do some cheek vibrations, taking our fingertips and just vibrating the skin around the mouth. We want to move up and down the nasolabial folds and anywhere you feel that you may have accumulated any tension in the muscles. So just vibrating that tension out, vibrating any stagnations, really relaxing the muscles that need to be relaxed. When you're ready, go ahead and release. We're going to end this workout with the jawline toner massage, taking our index finger and thumb, making little hooks, starting from the chin and sculpting all the way up to the ears, moving along the jawline. This is going to release tension, increase circulation, and really give us that nice sculpted jawline here. When you're ready, you can go ahead and release, and that's it for today's workout. Thank you so much for practicing with me. If you like these videos, please think about subscribing to the channel. Namaste, and I'll see you in the next workout.